Hello and welcome to Lunch Therapy. It is so splendid to have you here. Today is Barefoot Tuesday and it makes me positively giddy to be able to say hoi to all you hummingbirds. I brought my hummingbird Ralph here with me. He isn't really a hummingbird, but don't tell him that. He is a hummingbird on the inside just like the rest of us. Let's get into this thing called Lunch Therapy, Barefoot Tuesday. Hoi!
I guess now maybe you can hear me. That was a mime show, little mime show for you. Lunch Therapy. Thank you, Just Jay Comedian. Claster fan. I can hear the music. Well, anyway, what I said was we got a huge show today. It's going to be very exciting. We have a report from the hurricane. A lot of us were in a hurricane called Hurricane Hillary. People were contacting us from all over the country saying, are you going to be all right? What's going on? Hurricane Hillary is hitting Los Angeles. Claster fan says you can hear me now. You know, this is live Lunch Therapy, and anything can happen. Thank you, Mary. Yes. Okay, so we got a birthday. Here it is, the birthday. This is your clue. This is a beach where this birthday person lives. And they are they are on the show often, does reports. He's a teacher, and today is his birthday, and I hope that we will all give him a big round of applause. Yes, I'm talking about Super Jeff Lohman. Oh, look, there's Blas down there in a tiny little place looking at Blas. Do you know it's Jeff Lohman's birthday? Super Jeff's birthday?
Lohman?
Yeah.
What are we going to do with this cake? How do we get this cake to him?
I know. It's going to be hard. I don't know. I'm sure they have cake there in Thailand because he's back in Thailand. So happy birthday,
that's what
Jeff.
We should have ordered the cake in Thailand.
I only had like 40 years notice. So happy birthday to Jeff. I've got, I was talking to Jeff about it. I was telling him happy birthday and everything. And this came up. I said, how far have you traveled in your lifetime? Because, he's a big world traveler. But you know what?
Well, he's cultured.
He's cultured, right?
He's a cultured man.
But I think he took me a little too literally. And he said 32.7 billion miles.
Oh, that's not worldly. That's universal.
That is how far the planet has traveled since Jeff has been on the planet.
He's been to many places, bro. I mean, this guy, he speaks 7 languages. He writes in 11 different languages. He teaches all grades of school. He's not just a Renaissance man, he's a universal man.
Look at this. How far is 32.7 billion miles? Well, this is the distance from the sun to the different planets. The Earth is 93 million miles from the sun. Neptune, 2.8 billion miles. But Jeff has traveled 32.7 billion miles. How is that possible? It's like way beyond the solar system. This is just going around the sun. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, I gotta change my shirt, man. I'm so hot.
You just got out of the car, didn't you? You just came right in.
No, why would you say that?
Let's get into this. I'm gonna get myself a motor.
I'm gonna get myself a motor.
I'm gonna get myself a motor. I'm gonna get myself a motor. I'm gonna we got to calm down now. We got the microphone working. We got the Church of Chuckles.
The Church of Chuckles.
This is the most
It's
important part of the
Church
show,
Chuckles.
where we breathe. I got to take this seriously because, you know, when things go wrong with my microphone and all that stuff, it really bugs me, I tell you.
You weren't muted at time, were you?
For like a long
you were
time.
Muted, and then you saw what Just Jay was like, can't hear you.
It's okay. We'll cut that out later when all the multitudes...
Nah, you gotta leave it in, dude. This is live. This is
I'm not
live
leaving
television, dog. This
Looks
is
like
live,
the distance
baby.
from... The distance from each planet to the sun. Yes, the distance from the sun to each planet. That was that. Maybe I didn't make that clear enough. But that's kind of fascinating.
People always compare things to the sun, right? When everybody knows we can't go to the sun, you burn up.
It's not like the world revolves around the sun or anything. Come on.
I know, that's what I mean.
So-
Why is everything always related to the sun? Like,
So egotistical of the sun to think that the world
like
revolves around it.
yeah, the sun's like a cat.
Like
right?
it's the center of the universe or something.
Narcissistic.
Center of the solar system, at least. All right, let's breathe. In through the nose, out through the toes.
Oh God, please let's breathe.
Hold it. Let it go. Still got to shake it off. Boney, thanks for getting the sound back going. That was really helpful. You know, sometimes I have a hard time letting things go. Do you ever have that? Where it's just like, you just can't let it go?
It depends on what it is to let go, you know? Like, sometimes if it's just something you can't control, I've learned to let go.
Yeah.
Stuff
It's like,
that you can't control.
it's like a
But
habit
stuff that
you have to cultivate, right?
yeah, you do. It has to be learned.
I'm learning. I'm still learning.
And you know, the thing is that when you make it's different. Like when you make a bad decision, when you go, "Oh man, you know, I could have did it like this, or I should have did that." That kind of sticks with me for a little bit, and then I gotta let it go because I already went left instead of right, whatever.
Yeah.
You know? And but stuff that you can't control that you probably think you could have, but you can't.
Yeah.
You gotta let those ones go, man. You know who taught me? I learned how to let some of that stuff go. Like I practiced it, and I ended up practicing it. Brother Jamel Hooper. Yeah.
Jamel, yeah.
We were.
He's good at it, huh? He's good at letting things go.
But not just letting it go, but he finds the resolve. You know, like if it's bad, say you made a bad decision, right? And you got a ticket. Say you got pulled over, you got a ticket, and you're like, oh, I'm on my way to work. Now I'm late for work or whatever.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't have ran the stop sign, or you shouldn't have, right? You shouldn't have
been paying
sped.
attention.
Yeah, should have been paying attention. So you get pulled over, you get a ticket, and you get the ticket, and now the ticket puts you in a crappy mood, and now you got to go do work, and then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he just finds the resolve in it, and then he walks into work, and so, you know, it's gone. So that
Totally
thing's
lets it
over
go.
with. Now all he concentrates on is what he's got to do now.
All right, let's
And-
shake it up. Let's shake it out.
Yeah, I kind of learned that from him.
That's good.
'Cause I
Good
was
lesson.
nagging
from
him.
Jamel.
Like I was doing
And
what
the
you're
other
doing
thing
right
is
now.
to actually
I was
implement.
bugging out. I was bugging out because of some, you know, we were on our way to a gig, and we were late, and I was bugging out because I was like, man, we could have been on time, and I just kept griping and bugging out, and he goes, dude, it's over already. We're already late.
Yeah. And then you
When we
start
get there, we'll just get
making
down.
other mistakes, right? Because you're
Yeah,
not
he goes,
focused.
you know, you're gonna get down. It's gonna be a great party. It's not like the party started already. We're just late for setup, you know? Like, and he just said, I go, how could you be like that? He goes, cause there's nothing we can do about it. You gotta let it go, man. We gotta walk in. You gotta do your thing when you gotta get down.
In through
And
the
I-
nose,
I'm gonna
out through the
try it,
toes.
And I just
Hold it.
sucked it in what he said, and I just been since then, dude. I've been living with it. Like,
Let it go.
Sometimes you gotta let things go so that you can let the natural order of things happen, like this show. You gotta let
In
it
through
go.
the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. Ray Scanlon is here, passing gas. Yes, so good to see Ray. I love Ray Scanlon. He's a hilarious
I'm gonna try
comedian.
some new lighting next week. I'm gonna try some new lighting next week. I got a new light.
Some lighting at all would be good today, right? Seems like you're in the
I
dark
have
over
some
there.
lighting, don't I? I got a little bit of light, no?
A little bit. I don't know.
Okay.
Let's do some healing vibrations.
What about like this? What about like that? More light?
Yeah, it's better. Would you do back up?
Yeah, you know why? Because the light it's above my screen and I'm standing up. And I'm sitting down and it's not good.
I invite everybody to go to Ray Scanlon's TikTok. He tells a joke like all the time. I haven't been there for a while, so I have to check it out.
Oh, funny. I have my earpods on, right?
Yeah.
But I'm listening to you through my computer.
That's cool. Technical difficulties today. Ray says nose foot. Nose foot.
Cool.
I had a nose foot one time. I had to go into the doctor about it. Had it removed. It's an extra nose foot. In through the nose, out through the toes. That's actually in through the nose, out through the toes. I get it, Ray. That was great. Let it go. This breathing, oddly reminiscent of smoking weed. Yeah, you know, we always say get high on your own supply. You do kind of get high when you do this. In through the nose, out through the toes.
Dude, your whole body gets centered.
Let it go. Yeah, Cluster fan enjoys the healing vibrations. This is something they have called 4 hours of spiritually healing music. It's 4 hours. And it's cool because it changes. Like, look at this. It's cool. He's like in the clouds. Love healing vibrations. Look at this. Now it's back down to earth. So I got an announcement from Moby Arts here. Moby Arts is Natalie Gonzalez. It is her art gallery. She says, "Hi, we're here at Plummer Park installing the show. Give us a shout out on your lunch therapy, please, and promote our opening Sunday, noon, August 27th. Thank you." So this is the promotion for Equal Means Equal is doing an art show in West Hollywood. I'm going to see if I can call up the...
When is it? It's September, right? Oh, no, is it this month?
August 27th. That's this Sunday. This Sunday. I'm going to try and get this flyer up here. I want everybody to go check this out. There's some incredible art. You'll see from the poster.
That's Natalie from Pride Week weekend, right? That's our
Natalie from Pride Weekend, but also
and then you
we
guys
went to her art gallery. We showed that on the show. Kamala is there with her. Kamala and Natalie are putting on this thing, and I'm going to give you...
Setting it up?
I'm going to show you what it looks like. If I can get it here. Let me see. Let's see. Hey, there it is. Thanks, Boney. Appreciate that. Feminist Art Show. Planting Dreams to Harvest Hope.
That looks cool.
Show runs August 27th to September 26th. An entire month. Galleries open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 12 to 5 p.m.
Are they gonna be there every day for a month? No. The gallery's gonna be there every day.
The gallery's gonna be there. It's cool, huh?
You know what I like to do sometimes when I'm meditating and healing and just breathing?
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to, reach over and have a bite of some sushi.
Sushi?
Yeah.
You got sushi?
I have sushi, yeah.
Wait a minute. Free for the entire community.
The sushi? No, it's my lunch.
Where's mine? That's what I want to know. That's
Dude, Boney picked him up. He dropped mine off, but he should have yours.
Hoppy Boy for Toys Day. All right, so let's see what other things are going on in the hummingbird community. Look at this big news. Just J Comedian is going to tongue drum for cooling weather. It's 102, feels like 110, and humidity is 150. Tongue drum needs to be powerful. Well, I didn't know you could tongue drum for cooler weather.
Tell me 150 humidity is what? Like really humid?
Are you gonna eat during the show?
No. No. I wouldn't do that.
Jose Salas says, who got wet here during the storm? I did, and we're going to show you some major lunch therapy, man on the scene footage. It's coming up.
It was so dangerous out there. I don't know why he went out there.
Bloss, that was gross. Just saying. Something was gross. What did you do?
Oh, eating the sushi? Just Jay doesn't like sushi. She's from Ohio. They don't do sushi in Ohio.
Kamala and Natalie are going to be at that art show every day.
Wait. She's in Kansas City. I said Ohio. I'm sorry.
She's in Kansas.
Sorry about that.
Mary Marks got wet in the storm. Went to a brunch and a movie. It was very tropical. I've got the little report here. On the show.
Weather guys, dude. Weather women, weather people. They go out there and it's like there's a storm. It's a category 8, and it's coming our way. Dude, get out of there, dude. What are you doing?
Here's the report from Lunch Therapy.
That's what I'm talking about. Who sent him out there?
Let's see it. It's Joel Marshall reporting for Lunch Therapy out here in Hurricane Hillary in Los Angeles. Things are really heating up. It's getting kind of hard to stand. Joel, how long do I have to stand out here? I gotta go inside. We gotta go inside. People are freaking out. It's crazy here. Look at the palm trees. They're gonna start falling down. You know, these palm trees, they once they start blowing, there's nothing you can do about it. Come on in. We gotta run in for cover. People are freaking out. The people are freaking out. Look, animals can sense the impending doom. Now back to you, Joel. Wow, that was some crazy stuff. So the thing was coming. We didn't know what was going to happen, and it got kind of dicey out there. And so people were, sending us messages, text messages. What are you going to do? What's going to happen? It was intense, just like Bloss is over here. Bloss, you're a giant creature. Are you still with us? Are you with us?
Yes. I am here.
Oh my God, it's horrifying. It's horrifying.
What do you mean? I'm just watching you.
So
I'm just watching you.
Jose Salas says, when the trees start blowing, it's a party. So afterwards, yesterday, after it was all over, I don't know what it was like for you, Bloss, but we went out and we took like a survey of the damage that had happened here in our neighborhood. And we got a roving report for you. It's called The Aftermath. You can see here now an example of something that is called ponding. It's an accumulation of water. It's a possibility of mosquitoes, vermin. It's this kind of dangerous devastation that can happen only in Southern California. Look, palm fronds falling from the tree. I can only think it has fallen from this tree right up here. This is some serious deforestation. This could have fallen on anybody, dog, a cat, a stray child. And over here, we have ponding. Lost cat, disenfranchised from his home. He doesn't know which ends up. His whole family is washed away. And now, where is he going to get his friskies? Here we have an example of a phenomenon called pooling. We'll be walking down a sidewalk, suddenly there will be pools of water. And if you'll notice over here, excess watering. Dried plants with excess water. Dangerous combination. Blackened moss pond. Dog vomit. Oh. This is what grass looks like normally in August in Southern California. But after yesterday's torrential downpour and Hurricane Hillary, we now have this. Horrifying. Here's what used to be a PlayStation game, now devastated. It used to be a tree. Now look at it. Just dust in the wind. There's nothing we can do about this. Walking along the sidewalk, and look what happened. Cleanup has begun. They've sorted the live leaves from the dead leaves. Now they're going to put the live leaves back on the tree. It's a nice picture. Completely broken and devastated.
I wonder whether this ponding here caused the alcohol problem.
All along the sidewalk, a horrible feature has occurred. And look, a dip!
A dick?
Drivers need to know, if they come around this corner and they're going too fast, the wheels, just this much water will lift the wheels up off the air, flip the car completely over. Wow, man, that was terrible. That was terrible. So yeah, so there's the update for you all. You know, you were worried about us. I think we're going to pull through. But, you know, things were a little dicey there for a minute. I don't know what is going on with that guy over there. Are you with us, boss? What is that shirt? All right, super sticker.
World famous.
Check it out. We got a super sticker. Just Jay Comedian. Yeah. What is that shirt again? What is that shirt?
Oh, it's Papaya.
Papaya King.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the hot dog place.
Nice.
Get a dog, not a Nathan's. Papaya King.
All right.
The Bronx.
So after all that aftermath, I think we need some excellent catastrophizing. What?
That was some very, very in-depth reporting.
It was, wasn't it?
Because all that ponding was going on, dude. All that ponding, all those stray animals that were running around.
So much ponding.
You know, trying to find safety.
Was it choppy or dicey? Could have been dicey. I've got something to really relax all of us today because, you know, after all that stress of all the rain, because the rain was just coming down and all the ponding that's happening, I have this music for us today that you are going to love. Now, this is a song. It's like a traditional Indian song. It's like a chanting song. And it is being done by this fantastic musician. Look at us. We're up in here now. This is Gaia George. And you can sing along if you want. I'm telling you, if you sing this song, you will feel better. It's a little aggressive. Allowed us to play this today, so thank you to her. She's playing one of those, I don't know what those are called, love dice. Talking about letting stuff go. I think this relates. Gia George? Gaia George? There's a link in the show notes to her YouTube channel. There's all kind of meditation on there. Her channel is called Devinely Gia. Devinely Gia. Okay, so there you go. That's Gia George, Devinely Gia. Now, I've been thinking a lot about the show lately, and, you know, what shows are there like Lunch Therapy? What can we do? You know, what kind of new things can we do on the show? And I thought that I'd take a look at Andy Kaufman's show. Did you know Andy Kaufman had his own show? Did you know that, Blas?
What kind of a show?
I'm not talking Taxi.
Like a sketch show?
There you are. You're back there. It's like, where is he?
I was looking for my other short. I don't have any pants on, so I was looking for something.
God.
It's Barefoot Tuesday.
Melodica, maybe. Yeah, it is. It is. It's Barefoot Tuesday. All right, so let's take a look at Andy Kaufman's show because I found a clip.
Andy, go.
Right now, come with me. Come on, follow me. Here we go.
It's highly unusual.
Okay, well, so now you know what to do. Okay. Well, Tony, how are you?
I'm okay, Mr. Kaufman. How you doing?
I'm okay. Where are you appearing lately?
Well, I'm appearing in Reno, Tahoe, the Shoes and Socks Lounge in Tahoe. And then next week I go to Reno.
That's his alter
that's
ego,
good.
right?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I never do the Bob Hope
I remember that character.
golf tournament.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Good, wood.
What?
Wood.
What does that mean?
I just said good, I said wood.
So?
That's my famous
Tony
rhyme.
Clifton, yeah.
Rhyming? Yeah, the famous rhyme.
What is that?
Well, that's you give me a word and I'll rhyme it for you.
Oh, I see. You want me to give you a word?
Yeah, you just give me any word, I'll rhyme it for you.
Okay, how about boat?
Boat, coat. How you like that?
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's my famous rhyme.
Well, my first guest, ladies and gentlemen, is a very popular young comedian. She appears on all the major television shows, including The Tonight Show, and very
So he
frequently
brings a
seen
guest
the
on.
David Letterman Show.
And you get to see his set. Wait till you see his
He
set.
also has a special now running on Showtime called Night of a Dozen Stars, and she's a favorite with audiences on stages all across the country. She appears very frequently in Atlantic City and is a successful writer of movies and television, including the Rodney Dangerfield special and a variety series for NBC. Please welcome Elaine Boozler.
The audience is like off to the side. Look at his desk.
Okay. How are you?
Oh, fine.
Uh-huh.
Nice
Very good.
audience. Real nice.
Yes, nice.
Yeah,
Thanks for
they're
coming.
great. Oh, thank you very much for having me. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a long time,
I
actually.
know, it's been a long
It's
time.
been years.
This is the most awkward
doing
interview
all
ever,
this
too.
time?
Working, you know, working on the road, you know,
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
comedians come and go. And
Yeah, you know, Elaine and I used to go together about up till about 8 years ago for about 2 years.
two and a half.
2.5. Right.
That half
And that
year.
was when we both lived in New York City. Have you been to New York?
I've been there a lot. It was fun. I think about those days sometimes when we were really struggling, and then,
Yeah.
you know, you made it real big way before me, and
Thank you.
didn't really help me. But
What interesting things have
I been
you
doing?
seen? Yeah, in New York. Have you been in?
I ran into an old friend of ours. Remember Ed? I ran into him, and he's doing real good. He's married now. You know,
Yeah,
I went out with him after.
I know.
you-
I
well,
remember you went up to
Desk is
the
crazy.
Catskills. Did you? What did he do in the Catskills?
Oh,
when
that
you
job?
went there? Yeah, for that
Well, it
job.
was very, very old people, and
Yeah.
he didn't look at the audience.
Well, he
before
used to do
came out.
material about.
He did a lot
about,
of death material.
Yeah, about death.
But usually you look at the audience and
So
come
a
out
comedian
and
did
decide,
about death.
you know, what you would do, but he didn't look. So he came out thinking it was like a young, nice audience like this, and he came out and started talking about all these senile old women in his building who like would take out their teeth and wipe them on his jacket.
Maybe
and
why
stuff.
there was only one show.
He's a brilliant comedian. He's just brilliant. But anyway, people started to cry, you know. And then he was talking about funerals, and everyone had just lost somebody in the last week, you know, and because they were so old. And so it was really a very depressing job.
Well, I remember when you went up there. That was I stayed at your apartment, and you said you were going away with your parents. Remember, this is about towards the end of the second year, and you said that you were going to go away with your parents, and I could stay in your apartment because I lived on Long Island and she lived in New York City, and I wanted to stay in the city. So so I found out that you had gone with him, and then I called you at your house, and you were, you know, and you wanted to break up.
She's busted.
I remember.
Well, I think that about that time, I think we both were wanting to break up, right?
I don't know. So I was thinking, like, you know, if this show was ever like on a
That's so
set or
good.
something like that, that would be what not to do, I suppose.
You know why he did that, right? The take on that is
Tell me.
because the word was Johnny Carson's chair is always a little higher than the guest.
Oh, really?
It never mattered who the guests were. Do you notice? Because he's on a stage platform and they're in that seat, and he's always, you know, he always has the advantage. He's always, you know, either right at eye level or looking down a little bit.
I
but
guess he
he's
should.
never below, and he's not a very big man, so.
I don't know
so
why he
Magic
would do
Johnson
that.
was on there.
I don't know why he would do that.
Well,
Make himself
because
larger like that,
It's
or
to
higher
show-
up.
it's to
You know,
show,
like he was
dominance.
trying to get some kind of dominance over the, you know, the other people on the
Well,
show.
let's put it this way: it was his show, so he's allowed to do whatever he wants to do.
I guess. I
his
mean,
show.
but it's kind of egotistical to be larger than, you know, the other people on the show. That's all I'm saying.
It's your show.
I just
Being
think that's.
narcissistic is okay because it says.
I think it's sort
your
of like
name on it.
ego run amok, perhaps.
I agree. It is. It's runny and it's amok.
All right, finally, we got some breaking news here. Really interesting things have developed besides the hurricane. First thing is glob. The glob crashes into the moon. Do you know what that is? So the Russians,
Is that the Russians?
the Russians and the Indians are in a moon race, right? And the Luna 25, also known as the Glob lander, the Russian lunar lander, was made,
Who
and
named that?
they
Who
shot
named
it
that
out
their-
into space. Who would name it Glob? Well, maybe in Russia,
They
Glob.
named it a glob.
Glob doesn't mean, you know.
Is it an acronym like Goofy Lunar?
No, but it
object?
launched on August 11th. And, you know, it was really strange because they evacuated a settlement in the country's far east to prepare for this thing. And they had to evacuate the town because they thought maybe some debris was going to, like, fall on their head or something like that. And,
Why are they launching it in an area where there's people?
I don't know. It just seems so strange. But they launched it up there, and the I'll show you the launch. This is the Lunar 25 launch. It was on August 11th. I mean,
Am I right in saying that thing didn't make it?
that
It
thing
blew up or something, right?
was supposed to land on the surface of the moon. You know, like this is
Right?
this is the
It made
Indian one, right? We saw that
that's
last week. We saw that last week.
Normal
Here we have a
And then here's the Russian one, like right around the same time. There it goes. So, yes, the glob got into space, took this picture of the moon, and then just crashed into it. Yeah. Crashed into the moon. Jason Edelman. Yeah. And so India, they're still up there. They still have a chance. This is the picture that we showed last week of the Indian Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft. And we're going to see, if it makes it to the moon. I don't know. We're going to find out real soon here. If we can take a look here and we can see like up-to-date status on this thing. There it is. The Chandrayaan-3. Looks like it's going to touch down 16 hours, 58 minutes from now. Pretty cool. Something to think about. Is anybody else talking about this? No, just on Lunch Therapy. Thank you very much. Jason Edelman, crash into me. Crash. Little musical reference there. This is a new segment. It is called Mini Vacation. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a journey to Jordan. This is a place in Jordan that I never heard about before. It's a place called Petra. And what it was a 30,000 people lived there 2,000 years ago. And it was like Vegas of Jordan. I mean, it was a pleasure resort in the desert. People came from all over the place. People liked it so much that they wanted to be buried there. So the really rich people, they made these mausoleums, and they were actually buried in these mausoleums. And there was this king called Artaeus IV in the 1st century AD, and he made this incredible mausoleum known as the Al-Khazna. They call it the Treasury. And it is this building that, it's just stunning. I'll show it to you here. It's built into the rock. And 1st century AD. Look at these things. So there's also a theater that's carved in the hillside. And then they kind of, the Western world kind of somehow forgot about it. And it went on and it did its thing. And it's weird because later on, this guy right here, his name is Johann Ludwig Burckhardt. He went on a journey in 1812 to find this thing because they had just totally forgotten about it. And I don't know why we care whether the Europeans forgot about it or not, but this guy, weirdly enough, in his strange cultural appropriation, he dressed up to blend in with everyone there, and he found this place again. Probably ruined it because, everybody was probably just doing fine without him. But suddenly this guy comes in, and now we know about it. And now, there's people out there with their DJ equipment playing music there. Anyway, never heard about it before. If anybody in the chat room has been to Petra, please let me know. There's a guy looking down on the thing. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I like it. Only on Joel Marshall's.
Sometimes on Lunch Therapy, we have some really beautiful animals. Some people want to take them as pets. I don't know if you're going to want to take this as a pet, but this right here is a newt. You know what a newt is?
The slimy lizard.
Slimy lizard. And a newt is like a salamander, but all salamanders are not newts. Some people think that geckos and salamanders are the same thing, but a gecko is a lizard, where a salamander is not. They're amphibious. They live in the water and on the land. They start out with these external gills and hands with no feet and fins, and they live in the water 2 to 4 months. They just live in there like they're a fish.
We're gonna reincarnate into one of those.
If we're lucky. And then they
still do this show?
Well, you know how long they live?
No, how long?
Up to 30 years. So they spend 2 to 4 months as a fish, and then they come out of the water, and then they live under logs and rocks, and they can live up to 30 years, and they can be up to 9 inches long. Yeah. It's the Japanese
so
giant
slimy,
salamander. You know,
I
the
wouldn't want to open
giant.
that.
Wait a minute. So those are newts, right? The giant salamander, though, can be up to 10 pounds. There's one that's 5 feet long.
Dude, he's eating fish. He's eating wildlife.
And they can also
No
breathe
water.
through their skin. All amphibians can apparently breathe through their skin. But newts, as they get older, when they get older, they go back. They go back to the water. They live in the water. That's where they lay their eggs, and the cycle begins again.
You're so slimy looking.
They're cool though, right? I mean, do you know that
they're funky looking.
if you chop off the tail, it'll grow the tail back?
Yes, I do know that.
Did you know that if you chop off a hand, it'll grow the hand back?
Ooh, that I don't.
Yeah.
It would make sense if you could do your tail.
There's one of the big ones. Check that out.
I'd like to sock somebody, and then when they grab your hand, it's snap it off, and they're holding your hand, and you'd be growing a new one.
You know, Jason Edelman says PBS Nova has a great documentary on Petra and its water irrigation system. I mean, that place is unbelievable. It's so weird that there's so many places in the world that just blow your mind. You could spend your entire life traveling and still not see everything. Jason Edelman says, do Japanese giant salamander. There you go. Yeah, Japanese. Those are the big ones. 10 pounds.
Oh,
Imagine.
gosh.
Imagine me carrying one of those around. Hey, want to see my salamander? Look at that guy. Look at that tongue.
Oh, it said it can eat like a small deer? Is that where that was?
Could eat a small deer? Well, it would have to be a pretty small deer, I think.
I don't know where I got that from. It just came to me. I feel
good,
like
though.
you said
I
something
like
about a small deer.
You could definitely eat a small deer. Have you ever heard of the rejuvenation qualities of the planarian? This is just a little side note here. We were talking about rejuvenating hands
The
on the
organism
salamander.
with one of the most incredible abilities to regenerate is the planarian. If you cut a planarian in half between its head and tail, the tail half grows a head, and the head half grows a tail. If you cut it lengthwise, the two halves grow new second halves. You can even bisect just the head between the two eye-like photoreceptors, and you will end up with a worm with two heads.
All right. Who are these people that are cutting the heads off planarians? Who spends their time doing this? Or like, hey, what happens if we split their head in half? So definitely eat bloss. Oh no, they're going to eat you. The salamanders are going to eat you. All right, let's get into the contest here.
That's my nightmare, man. But a salamander, a dragon. It'd be so typical. Be like, oh my god, how did Blas die? Oh my god, it's so typical.
So speaking of splitting people in half and cutting people's heads and stem cells, yeah. So Jason Edelman, yes. So stem cells, that's exactly what it is. We as humans really can't regenerate that much. I mean, we do heal, but when we're tiny little babies, we have those stem cells when we're in the womb, and that's growth. And so, they're messing around with stem cells. God knows what they're going to do. They're probably going to hook it up to artificial intelligence, and then we'll all be, I don't know, maybe we'll live forever. So face mashup. You had said, Blas, that you wanted to do a face mashup where we don't just have just straight strips, where you cut out different portions of the face. We're going to test that out today.
Yeah. Oh, really?
There's your first one.
Oh, look at that.
This is just... So the first one to say the person's first name and the other person's last name wins. I didn't give it a lag this time. I was too excited.
The paleness of that face, dude, is just...
I was so excited about this.
I mean, it's a white dude and a white dude, but one of the white dudes is white.
One of the white dudes is white. It tends to happen with the white dudes. Jesse Grammer. Jesse Grammer. Okay, what do you... It's not Jesse Grammer. What is your thing?
It's... Dang, that is so abrupt.
We already
Jack
eternal.
Van
Excellent.
Pelt.
Boney? We are already eternal, Jason says. We may be. We may be. But our bodies don't appear to be. As of yet. Can you imagine if they could cut my head like this, and then I'd have two heads? Would you do it?
If it's gonna grow back, guaranteed.
Would you want to have two heads, like in How to Get Ahead in Advertising? You ever see that movie?
Yeah,
Keaton Nicholson. That's close. That's close, Just Jay, but you've taken two last names.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Bruce Keaton. Well, that's like Bruce. Nope. Almost there. It's almost there. CeeLo says Val Keaton. We're almost there. Closest one was Just Jay with Keaton Nicholson. Boss?
I'm stuck on the first one.
But this is the biggest clue possible. This is the biggest clue possible. There we go. Claster fan got it. Yes. Michael Nicholson.
You're talking about Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson?
Jack Keaton. There we go.
Come on. Just Jay got it. She just used two last names.
I know, but you know, the rules is the rules, as they say.
The rules is the rule.
The rules is the rules, they say.
It's the rules.
That's what they say. Looks like...
I like Michael Keaton, man. You ever see that? You ever see Night Shift?
Oh, yeah, I love that movie.
With,
I mean, if I
Keaton
were to go
and
back
Henry
and watch it, maybe it would be offensive. I don't know. But I remember really enjoying that movie. He started out as a stand-up comic. Have you ever seen his stand-up comedy?
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious.
He's a little wild. He's a little...
No, he was really... it was really good. Really intelligent.
Yeah.
If you look it up, if you Google it on YouTube or whatever, he was reading the... There's a really funny one where he reads the cartoon in the bubble gum. And he starts out reading the cartoon, but then it goes into this total existential discussion. It's really funny. He acts like he's reading it. It's really good. But yeah, so then I think Night Shift might have been one of his first movies, right?
Yeah, that's Ron Howard.
Remember he has the chalkboard and he's like, "Don't assume because you make an ass." I think that was it.
And Henry Winkler was great. He was not Fonzie.
Yeah.
He was not.
It's worth a watch
Fonzie.
again, I think. We should make a list of movies that are worth watching again.
I bet it holds up.
I bet it does.
Isn't the nanny in it? She's one of the hookers.
Fran Drescher?
Yeah.
The president of SAG?
Isn't she?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
the
remember.
president of SAG. Her and then I think the the chick that was on the Warriors.
Warriors come out and play.
The movie, yeah, that remember the brunette that was hitting on the leader of the Warriors, and Ajax was like, "I'll give it to her. I'll give it over here. I'll give it."
Claster fan says,
Remember
"Have you
that?
seen The Founder?" The Founder. No.
I have not seen that. Oh no, I did see it. The Founder with Michael Keaton. It's the story of McDonald's.
Just Jay says Shelley Long was in it. I believe that Shelley Long was in that movie.
That Shelley Long was in Night Shift. She was wearing a fur. She's wearing a fur.
All right, here's the next one.
And her and Henry Winkler hit it off.
Class friend says Deborah von Valkenburg was in it.
That's the lady from the Warriors.
Oh, it is. Was she in both? Was she in both of them, Class fan? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question. Now I might be getting her mixed up with the different movie, but I do believe Shelley Long was in Night Shift too.
I think she was too. This is the next one. Are you regretting that you had me cut it up so
no
judiciously?
But you're kind of it looks a lot like it looks a lot like Drew Reiner.
Drew Reiner, like Carl Reiner and Drew Barrymore.
And Drew Barrymore, yes.
Where'd Boney go? Boney, hit the thing.
Drew.
Jimmy Witherspoon. That's pretty good. I think maybe
I feel like you wouldn't use Witherspoon again.
No, not again. Yeah. I'll never use the same person again, ever. That's my vow.
Carl Fawcett. What the hell is that?
Carl Fawcett? I don't know what that was. Whoa.
What the heck? Boney, stop messing around. Is he messing with the laser buttons?
It's getting kind of dangerous around here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird.
I don't want to get hurt doing it.
Yeah. For the show. Maybe this one's too hard. This one might be too hard. I'm going to have to give clues, maybe.
Yeah, the male's face is so distinct.
The male's face is what?
It's so distinct. It's like I could see Carl Reiner. I feel like I see him, but I don't see him.
Just Jay is getting there.
Jimmy Witherspoon. What is that black strip on the head? What is that?
That looks
is that
like
hair or
black
is that
hair.
a
Like
headband?
I think it's black
is
hair.
it a headband?
Oh, maybe.
You know what'd be messed up? If this was permanent, the person has to walk around looking like that.
Like someday I see the person walking down the street.
Like 24 hours. You weren't allowed to go home.
It's sort of like a Picasso at this point. It's like
I can't get it.
Just Jay says Jimmy Anderson. I think Pamela Anderson.
It's Carl Anderson. Pamela.
Close, but not no cigars, as they say.
No, the blonde hair it's not blonde enough. Pam's hair is really, really whitish blonde.
I think I'm gonna have to give a clue about. I think I'm gonna have to give a clue. They're both comedians. Look, another Jimmy Anderson. Yeah. I think the woman is the hardest part. They're both comedians.
Chelsea Reiner.
Look, yeah. Jason and Just Jay said the same thing.
Chelsea Reiner.
Chelsea Reiner, is that it? That's a good guess.
Who's a blonde comedian? I don't know. I can't think of anybody right now. I can't even think of Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers? No, it's not Joan Rivers.
Both comedians. Well-known comedians. Jimmy Bernhardt.
Sandra Gaffigan.
Haha, Sandra Gaffigan. I think I might have to give another clue. Looks like she was in a train wreck. Jimmy Cummings, another comedian, but also wrong. Jimmy McDonald.
Man, I can't think of.
Jimmy McDonald, Norm McDonald, and Jimmy Kimmel.
But that's a woman and a man. His name is man.
But it looks like she was in a train wreck. Looks like she was.
I gotta look at. Who was in a train wreck? Is she in a real train wreck, or is that a bit or movie?
That's just the clue. That's the clue.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Train wreck.
Okay, I'm gonna say one more. I think. Oh wait. Yes. Just Jay got it. Yes. Thank God. Thank God. Plaster fan got it as well. Looks like the Hummingbirds win this round for sure.
It's Jimmy, the British dude.
Jimmy Kimmel, Amy Schumer.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel? Ah.
Oh, you didn't think it was Jimmy Kimmel?
No, I didn't at all.
I thought the eye, for some reason, his eye just seemed like a giveaway to me. He's got a very distinct
Oh, you know what? I don't have my glasses on.
Oh, no.
No wonder he keeps looking like Carl Reiner.
Anyway, that was Face Mashup. Oh, my God. Now he's going to die on me. He's going to die on me. Thanks, everybody, for playing. I think we got to do a dance break now. Thanks for being here on the show, everybody. Let's get this thing going.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. I don't know my God. Shit.
Okay, hold on. This is a song. This is a weird song. You know this song, I'm Not in Love? By 10cc?
Oh, 10cc? I haven't heard it since 1988.
Yeah, I hadn't heard it since, I was a little kid with my clock radio. And these people do an incredible rendition of this. Martin Craddock and Linda Rasa. So it's not like super dancey, but I just thought they did such a good job that I'm like, let's do this thing. And it also brought back some, weird memories. Like I think playing with my soccer
middle school
boppers.
memories? What kind of memories?
Playing with my
Like
Rock'em Sock'em Robots, maybe. Listening to this to the radio, KJR in Seattle or something.
Set my mom's kitchen on fire.
KOMO?
On this song.
Yeah. It's a weird one. It's sort of a passive-aggressive song or something.
10cc.
It was in the movie Guardians of the Galaxy, really?
Yeah.
It's so weird. What did they say about it? Anyway.
No, the song is on the sound.
The guy is like either really mean or he's like in denial or something. They both have these beautiful voices.
I'm not in love, so don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through. And just because I call you up, don't get me wrong, don't think you
I'm over it.
He's so yeah, it's good.
I'm not in
He's
love.
like the most arrogant person ever. The guy who sings the song.
Like to see you, but then again, that doesn't mean you mean that much to me.
I hope this woman is in therapy.
So if I call you, don't make a fuss. Don't tell your friends about the two of us. I'm not in love. No, no.
What do they call this part? The bridge?
You wait a long time for
Yes.
me. Ooh, you wait a long time.
there to hide the stain.
So
So
don't
horrible.
you ask me
Why do I have the picture of his
give
crotch
it
all the time?
back.
He's obsessed with her. Let's face it, he is
And it was
obsessed.
like
Not
right
much
here,
to
like
me.
in the area.
I'm not in love.
No,
Not
no.
Just because you wait a long time for me. Ooh, you wait a long time. Ooh, you wait a long time for me.
Dude, this is mono radio.
Ooh, you wait a long time.
Yeah, he had one speaker. He didn't have two.
In the car, AM radio.
So don't forget it. It's just a silly phase I'm going through.
Background
They play
vocals
this
is
all the time,
all
too.
I'm just because
instrumentation. Oh, it was very popular. Very
call
super
you
popular song.
up. Don't get me wrong. Don't think you've got it made. I'm not in love.
This is watching this.
I'm not in love.
It's kind of magical, this part. This is really magical. It's a totally different part of the song. Didn't they go like, big boys don't cry, big boys don't cry, or something like that? Like, why do they do that?
It's one of those songs where like the boy is denying that he's in love. But
Is
then,
that
like, You know, like yeah, and then it's like he's really in love, and then he's all sad. You know.
it? CeeLo's enjoying the singing, and we're
sad,
just
don't
talking. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
I love
Big
that song,
shout
man.
out to them.
That was a great song. But
Yeah, that was a great song, great rendition. The mix was just perfect. Thank you very much for being on the show. Yeah.
Her reverb, the way they used her reverb with her vocals, it like sounded like there were four of her.
It was
And
beautiful.
then her vocals were like all the other instruments. They only had a guitar and her vocals, her background vocals. And
These people, they got to put out more songs. They only have 2 up there so far, so get it going. Keep them coming.
Man. I mean,
Keep them
you know
coming.
this guy, man, Martin.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that. He looks like a cop. Like he doesn't have that look. Like
I love
he's
that. I
singing
love
I'm
the
Not in Love.
juxtaposition
Yeah,
between the
he's-
way he
he's-
looks and the way he sings
Yeah.
like a bird.
He can get down, man. He is badass. Shit.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been Lunch Therapy. Thank you everybody for joining.
Good choice.
See you on
Big song,
Friday.
Joe.
On Friday we've got
Bodie!
a great
Friday,
guest.
Big interview.
Yeah, we got an
Big
incredible guest. There's a link in the show notes to his book. His name is Tommy Moore. He has a book called A PhD in Happiness. I highly recommend you read the book. I'm going to bring him on. He's a veteran comedian, and we'll see you on Friday.
Have a good one, y'all.
Tommy Moore, Tommy Moore, Tommy Moore.